My people, how Nadia? We are here today and we are here to stay on this show, Inside Real Estate with AY Homes. Don't forget, AY Homes remains your number one reliable partner in this real estate industry. We dey here for you forever and for always. We dey here for you gidigba. We dey here kampe for you. And on top this show, you go dey hear everything wey dey shele for this real estate industry, all the gbasgbos wey dey shele for this industry, and all the goodness, the juicy offers that this industry has for you. Sit tight because you are about to be educated. This knowledge is going to be very knowledgeable for you and your family and for your investors. But before I go on to introduce our Odogu and our Odogures wey dey on top this show, may I talk about one property. Because that property na property wey be say if you never get am, you never get property. Now the 1% of the 1% they get this property for this. If you know say you want make investors, you want get ROI on your investment in the next 1 year, now this property you suppose buy. Now this property, it good for hospital, it good for school, it good for pharmacy, it good for hotel, and it's still good for you to dey stay. Now this property that they call AY Homes Luxury Villa. This property get governor's consent, and now for Omolekoshofe local government area, now in this property dey, it get residential, it get commercial, and now the residential we dey sell for 220 million naira for 500 square meters residential, and 500 million naira for 1,000 square meters commercial. If you just slide small to the right on top that beggar bridge, like say you dey go Magodo, na that property you go first see for that place. So start contacting your realtor, start contacting us so that we can get you started on this property. And now back to the show. I remain your humble host, Magdi Nadia, and we have on my left our Odogures, our 001 for this real estate, for this AY Homes. If you don't hear 001 for AY Homes, you don't know say now this woman we dey mention. We introduce to you Mrs. Ogoma.
Thank you very much, Nadia. Of course, everybody know the news again now. For AY Homes, we lead, others they follow us for back. Yes. So we don't do. Make una come here waiting one shell today. Thank you very much, Nadia.
Thank you, Madam Ogoma. We're so happy to have you on this show.
Anything for our brand.
And on my right hand side, we have the Odogu. The one we call the spirit man, the one we call the oracle, oracle where they overcome all the obstacles for this real estate industry. We have one and only Mr. Kelechi.
Nadia. Yes, so now AY Homes, we don't land, no shaking. Nadia, thank you very much as you carry us come.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. They're very well appreciated, and today's topic on this show is investing in real estate. Real estate investing, your commercial properties, residential properties, your rental properties. How you go to know the difference between residential, the commercial, the risk and the reward where they are these properties. Now they want talk us, they want lecture us for this show. This topic now be very educative topic where you need to sit tight with your family. So stay with us. The first question I go ask you be say, you know, our audience now, they don't know about real estate investing, but they don't have the overview. They don't know what it means. So what do it mean, say real estate investment? What do commercial property mean? What do residential property mean? What do rental property mean? I want to know. I beg, help us lecture them. I beg.
I didn't lecture this Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Let start.
Please
tell us. At least right to stop and continue.
Hey, una welcome. So today, just like Nadia don't talk, Over time, I also don't realize, say, a lot of people know the sabi differentiate between residential, commercial, and then, other real estate, they're very deep,
Yes, sir.
So as we get the residential, everybody for layman terms now, because when they talk to everybody generally. So residential now, be say, maybe you won't buy place where you won't live. You understand? Now you won't live for that particular project.
Okay.
So now you dey buy something, say, okay, this investment now, just as we take get our AY Homes bungalow, you understand, or urban courts. You can't talk now, say, okay, fine, I won't buy this one now, say, I won't live there because I no get house.
Okay.
I won't come up from rented wahala. You fit buy that one now as your, now you won't stay there.
Okay.
Then for commercial now, you go dey look, aside from the fact, say, you fit still use residential property take do commercial business. So we still get commercial property wey be say now you want do shopping mall, you want do we go get pharmacy, you want do Airbnb, you want so many this thing where you fit do with commercial property. So some people now they go they buy, say, wetin I want do, I want use and build school, I want use and build hospital, I want use and build shopping mall. You understand? All of these things self na still commercial. But for me as a person, if I want enter, or as I don't enter real estate, gidigba like this, my first purpose, my first target, but I don't add our Igbo join inside.
Correct.
Everything
Fire
join.
the gun,
Right
man.
now, when they talk to Nigerians, So at this point now, you they get me? Commercial property.
Yeah.
Now me, I like Paso. You know why? With all this is what they happen for the economy. If you plan yourself well, with commercial property, you're not gonna get too much stress.
Now so.
You understand? So for me as a person, my first target, Nadia, now to own something where they give me money, either monthly, either weekly, either yearly. Some people don't even know, say, their commercial property, they feel they earn monthly on top of them. In as much as in Nigeria we did. You get place where we say now monthly you go they pay. And it go make you at every point in time something they day your hand. You understand? So for me personally, I like all of them good. But my first choice remains the commercial property. Okay? Then we can move to the residential and we can move to the other parts of real estate investment. I prefer that we move to commercial first.
Igbo woman.
Igbo woman. She don't talk out. Anything money, anything else go.
I tell you. Well, like Owen said, it's true, commercial properties, they tend to be, quote and unquote, the best, But you get other parts of real estate where people know about.
Okay.
We also have the industrial real estate. We have what we call raw land or agricultural real estate. We have mixed use, like partly what she said. You can come into an estate, and it's becoming a bit common now in Lagos. You go enter a estate where you say, I want to go see my guy. As they reach, you ask your guy, who they live for the next wing? He say, no, now Airbnb they use them do. Now you see, say, now both commercial and residential. Your guy, they live as residential. Meanwhile, the owner of the other one, they use them for commercial. So people, they rent them as Airbnb. They pay, it's short-let apartment, they pay, they stay weekend, they stay 1 week, they go. So it's not residential per se. It's making that person to earn money, either on a weekly or monthly or daily. So all these things now, all the other aspects of real estate that people don't even know, and only buy house, live, or buy land, build house, live. Not many people know. Yeah. So it's good, as Owando explained them now, there are several areas of real estate. And it's good as we tell our people now, so that una go know, say, you must not invest in real estate because you won't live. No. That's why, you see, one thing particular about AY Homes, we say, all these aspects of real estate, AY Homes get up.
Not so.
Anyone where you want. You want the one where you go buy, they live it, we get. You want the one where be commercial, he get. You want agriculture, he day. You want mixed use, he day. You want industrial, he day. So that is one good news about AY Homes. So make una know, say, no be only buy house, buy land, build house. No. Like she said, there are several areas, several aspects of real estate.
Okay. But as Nakote explained now, it gets something where they confuse me.
Okay.
You know, say rental property now also real estate investing.
Exactly.
Airbnb Is they part of rental property? Or be they part of commercial property? You think how they confuse me?
Okay, Airbnb na commercial. Because rental, if you rent my house now, you are either paying, mostly like in Nigeria, you're going to pay yearly.
Yes.
Now, what happened between that January and December? Now for your handy day. Pump don't spoil, now you go fix.
Because you get contracts with the bank donor.
For 1 year.
For 1 year.
One thing, ceiling don't do one thing, now you go pay. Electric do one thing, now you go pay. But for Airbnb, why it's commercial is that now me onamo, I fit no know the people will go use my property for the next 5 years. I may never interface with, I no go see them.
Absolutely.
My own, bangam, I check. Okay, somebody don't know.
Don't enter.
250,000. I don't check again. You know, that is so that's the major difference between the residential or the rental, like you said, and the commercial. The Airbnb.
Okay. You got another question within my mind, but this one a personal question. Brought to you. What's in ginger you where you can't say okay, or you won't do investment, or you won't do invested? What's in ginger you?
Okay, so personally for me, right? I had a bad experience. Okay, before I become a realtor, I had some investment I did and I lost money.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so another thing with real estate is that you have to be very particular about where you are investing. So before that time, we would ordinarily deal with the common, what we know as omonile. To be very honest with you now, developers don't solve a lot of problems. And at AY Homes, you know now, back to back. So for me personally, that was the drive. That was what made me say, oh, okay, listen, I fell victim of this thing. How do I help people not to fall victim of the same circumstance? You understand? So that was a drive for me. So when I got to know about real estate, I did all my due diligence. You know, it took a while. Do you understand? And then I started baby step. I took the baby steps, and so. Even the truth of the matter is, even in the real estate, there are still some challenges, whether we like it or not. And that's why I said you have to be very particular about the company. Because I've had experience.
That's true.
So I'm talking to you based on experience.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Now, even in as much as we have real estate developers, we still have some of them that are not very genuine. Do you understand? So I've been beaten by both Omonile and the developers, right? So in the midst of all of these things, I needed to understand myself. So I had to do some underground studies. I have a lot of, before now. So fortunately, it went on for a while until I came across this brand. To be very honest, the first thing that attracted me to AY Homes is the humility from the MD CEO, Mr. Said Omoboye.
So
when I met him in person, I'm like, okay, so before I met Mr. Said, I had done a couple of deals without even knowing him. Oracle here, was a part of that transaction. Okay? I had done a couple of deals without even knowing who this young man is at the time. And I remember over the phone, we were talking one day, and I said, Oracle, who is this man? I don't understand. What are we doing? You sell, you get your documents, clients get their allocation, and I don't even know who the MD of this company is. At that point, I was like, don't worry, we're going to get to meet him. And the day I met him, I'm like, oh, wow, you have given me so much peace.
Yeah.
wow.
And since that day, I haven't turned back. So that's why it feels like I have this special love. There's this passion. Everything I do for the brand comes from the depths of my heart. And it's just because he restored all the pain with so much peace. Not one single client has ever troubled me, has ever given stress, has ever complained about AY Homes.
Yes.
So, shout out to our
So you see that's 001. I carry on for head. You see now. So the brand has given me so much peace. So that's my little story about real estate.
Wow, it's so good to hear that.
Yeah.
Now another question what they my mind be saying. This one not the personal.
Okay.
But if residential property, location dey important for residential property.
Hey.
Abi, dey important because now where I want stay now. Abi, I feel buy house for Ekpe now. I feel live for Ekpe now.
Why not?
Abi, say location dey important, and why? Why dey important?
Funny enough, in as much as location dey important, location also no dey important. You know why?
Why?
Because that place where you look as bush today, now be the city for tomorrow. So anywhere where your money reach, now make I like this company. You get small money, oh, we did there. You get average money, oh, you did there. You say you be the 1% of the 1%, now there we finish work.
We did there.
We finish work. So for this real estate matter, anywhere your money reach, my sister, my brother, start from there.
Not so. Mr. Kelechi.
Like she said, so when we talk about location, there's something I always remember. One of my bishop they talk that time. He say your location determines your allocation. Now the truth is, while that statement feel be like 80 to 90% correct, there are other instances where that location fit no determine your allocation. Before we came on air, I was discussing something with you, and I gave you an instance like somebody who goes to Lekki Phase 1 now to buy property. If I tell you I have a 500 square meter land in Lekki Phase 1, and I'm selling it for 2.5 billion, you will just walk away. You won't even come here again.
Not so.
Because there's no property there that is worth that amount. Meanwhile, Lekki Phase 1 is quote and unquote highbrow, is topmost location, right? But if we go down to the mainland where Ayhomes Luxury Villa is, we are doing a plot of commercial, real estate there for like 500 million. Now that place still has the, not just propensity, and no one, it gets power to like triple or even quadruple that amount between now and next 6 months. Absolutely. I'm not talking about 1 year. Absolutely. Next 6 months. You know why? Because there are some things you cannot do in Lekki Phase 1 now that you can do in that Omole.
So.
Because it's bare land. You can dream anything and bring it to bear there. But in Phase 1, you may not. You can play. There are some things you can play around with in Phase 1. So when you say location, like she said, you're going to see bush. Though we will never ever see bush for this life. Even for village. If we travel go village, they see bush.
Now money would they see. Now money would they see.
You're seeing a city. So location is important, but why should be the question. What are the factors? What are the things that should be behind that location you're looking at? For instance, we have property that we call Kambili Estate. Kambili is off Ekpe, heading to Ijebode Road. To some people, they say, what? Okay, fine. But guess what? That location is the tomorrow of Lagos, if not of the entire western region of Nigeria. The same way when we were saying Ibejuleki 6, 7, 8 years ago, today you cannot talk about Ibejuleki again because it's filled up. So we are, even with your 30 million, you can't get a plot in Ibejuleki. A titled land, you can't get it. So the same thing now, you see that location now means a lot. It's no longer about location of where people are living or where development has already come. No, but where are people moving to? Where are developments moving to? It's in Ekpe that you have the International Film Village. It's in Ekpe that you have the Lagos State Logistic Food Hub that is going to be serving the entire West Africa. Meaning if you are selling tissue paper, you will be a millionaire. If you are selling oranges, you will be, because you will be serving the entire West African. So that is the kind of location we are talking about. Not just location because things don't banana exactly. And again, when you talk about location, how many people can also afford certain locations? She just mentioned Banana Island. How much is a plot of land in Banana Island? After you bought it, let me say, how much is a plot of water in Banana Island? Because what is an island? What is an island? In primary school, they said an island is a piece of land surrounded by water. So that means that water nice around the place. So you still have to subfill. Then when you want to start building, you have to do your piling. You understand? So how many people?
It's easement for some class of people.
Yes.
So I understand you. Do you understand?
1%
That's why I said right here, we not they segregate.
No.
Everybody's welcome on board with AY Homes.
Yes.
If you get 1 million naira, we not go toss you go get property.
You go get.
Definitely.
You get 30 million, you go get property.
Definitely.
You get 1 billion, you go get property. So we did the middle of every
Yes.
our home now be say we they catch everybody because
Correct.
everybody must get a more.
Now,
Whether
must
you
have
like
property.
them or not,
You must
now
get
the
property.
vision, now the vision where the company gets with that to
Exactly.
make everybody a happy landowner, happy landlord. You
Yes.
understand?
Exactly.
Hassle free, oh.
Hassle free.
Not be that what we say if you buy today.
Wahala.
Where your land, they will come the point say we don't know where. For AY here, as they buy, just give us, if they buy our virgin land, give us 3 to 4 months.
Definitely.
Because we need to do some work so that you go fit assess your
own
property.
land, yes.
You understand? So just give us a few months. We'll go carry you go there, give you your allocation. So
That's
meeting
all.
what they talk in essence. Like my brother don't talk. If you get billion, we get
Come,
project for
we
you.
get.
It
Definitely.
If you get million, come. No only 1,000 we no get. So make God help us. Maybe when dollar come down, we will help una get 1,000. But for now, even if you get 1 million naira,
Definitely, there's something for you.
you understand? So where una wan carry the money go? Now come peace of mind. Nadia?
Yes, so.
That's so. And now, that brings me to another question. And that question be say, you get some property where you go see like this. Property say, residential property no go just hungry you to get. You go just see them, you go just dey tata. They no go maintain now. They no go. Which advice you get for person where we say you want maintain or manage your own residential property? How if you take manager?
See, the truth of the matter be say, yeah, for some people, some property owners, you need to take out greed. You can't do everything.
That's so.
If you have properties and you come, in fact, I tell people it's easier to, assign these things to facility managers. You have peace of mind. Your properties are well taken care of. Do you understand? But because, say, we get some landlord where no one pay that 5 or 10% where they go pay their facility manager, they go one use their hand. Now, those kind of landlords, they say they owe rents. Because some landlords, some tenants go say you finish now. When they come every time, waiting this on one day, or God. By the time they talk, make I tell you something. My mama get property for mainland. Now they pay her tenant hospital bill. You understand? So ask me which kind of property. But that will not be burden now. Something supposed to solve your problem. Don't they give you problem? You understand? So sometimes you just need to. Okay, this one I don't go fit. Assign it.
Yes.
Everything has me. I don't tell or I see. You see, this is my Airbnb. I want to do for bank court, so if I start them, I know they talk too much. Oh, my doors, everything go there computerized.
Yes. No.
Any day where you no pay, you go just log in. I don't kind of manipulate with anybody. Oh, now you see the tenants them. I know they're like 5 steps ahead of the troublesome ones. Yes, so for some people, you just need to understand how these things work.
Yeah.
You understand? Don't be too greedy. Be flexible. You can't do everything. Assign, allocate these things. Give them out for the managers and have your breeder, because you get some parts where you go, oh, you don't ever want own property. In fact, they tell you say, may you can't get tenant house, you go run. I know people will tell me say for their life, you know if you do tenant business. Why? Because it's done on the wrong way. That's the honest truth. And I have people who are really making so much money.
Course, yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Having rented apartments. So it now depends on how have you packaged, how you don't take arrange your own end. Do you understand? So from there,
But again, another side of it is, because I want to balance it, that's now on the side of the property owner. Now, another bad side is the tenants themselves. The average Nigerian, okay, let me withdraw that one. Let me say the average tenant has a very bad attitude towards the property that they live in.
Yes, that's
Now,
true.
some tenants will live in a property and they're expecting the landlord to come and fix the faucet.
yes.
The tap in your house. Your bulb dies. You're
go call it,
expecting
yes.
your landlord to come and change your bulb. You can't even fix the environment. You see them treat the house like, Shebi, it's not my own, I'm living now.
Yes.
And like the Bible says, and I will say that, he said, he who is not faithful in little, he said, who will give you the true riches? So you can't treat another man's property shabbily and expect. That's why most of them, it's not a cause, but most of them end up as tenants. That's the truth. If you see somebody who is going to be a landlord in 5 years, go check out how he's treating where he's living as a tenant. I'm telling you, there are some tenants you meet, they will by themselves every year, they see to it that they repaint the house with their money.
Yes.
Come to think of it, that's where you're living. Why must you wait for the landlord? Do I come there to visit you? What's my business with you? My business is alert. Every 12 months, I get my alert. I know there are some basic things the landlord should do, when you have issues like probably like in Lagos, we provide, well, in Nigeria, in fact, we provide everything ourselves. Your water, the pump machine, let's say it's bad. Now, that is something the landlord can come in and say, okay, fine. My tenants, 6 of you or 4 of you, fine, let me get it. How much is it? But you know that even some tenants will take it upon themselves. I remember when I was living on the mainland, it's a mini estate. My own block, where is a 2-floor building, we're about 6. No, the landlord we were his best tenants. Because per time, even to clear the greenery around us, electric painting, we are at a point we screeded an old house. We had to, I'm like, guys, this is where we live. We go out, we come back here.
Yeah, it has to do with your sanity.
Exactly. Doesn't it affect you that you're looking at your house is looking so dilapidated? Yes, your interior may be beautiful, but you must pass through that exterior to get to the interior.
Yes.
So let's fix. I had like minds anyway in my block. So we started. For one day, our landlord never had any issues with us. But it also shocked me that some other people, they treat people's properties with this kind of levity. This I don't care. Not be my own kind of thing, and you will never get your own.
No,
that's
even
the
if
truth.
you do, even if
And
you
if you
do,
yes, you see treat it the same way.
Yeah.
So that is the balance that we need to put there. Where the landlord is also on one side, the tenants need to have a reorientation about how they.
Spirit man, it gets some landlord will be saying
Na wahala.
Now voila, you go enter the property now, inferior property they build for you. You go see, try, just say, okay, but you know if you help them fix everything now, they put inferior bathtub, put inferior pipe, put inferior everything. Even if you say, okay, you want to do the, maybe the pumping of the water from, you want to do all those kind of things. But the pipe where they put, they run the house already. It's already inferior. How you want to do it?
You go start from beginning now.
You want to land build the house.
That's also that now why also before you rent a house, where you're going to live, you also, just like before you buy property, you do your due diligence. You also ask questions.
Or some you no go know.
Some you no go know because they overpackage the thing.
Some you don't go.
Now packaging from outside.
So the truth of the matter, we say I've always been lucky with landlords, right? I have always had one of the best, but right now I have one of the best.
Wow.
So another thing again is, for this real estate matter, you fit get house still be tenants.
That's the best.
Not true.
You know like that? Because I know say some people now go down they look and say, you where they sell land, you no come get. So make I first clear that part. Say you fit be tenants, but you get properties.
Collect your rents now.
You understand? So
like that.
Yes, for some of us, we like to we buy. That's why I say anywhere where you buy, no be bush.
Exactly.
Buy it. You can use it to augment your rent wherever your choice location. Do you understand? So I've been very lucky with the kind of landlord. In fact, with my present landlady, I've been very, very lucky. Do you understand?
Wow.
Because she's somebody who is very compassionate. She's very kind. So for us, even down to when already they talk, say some people, tank, this one, you go do this. My landlady go even call her for tank. Say, oh, come on, your tank, where she give you anything good, oh. Your tank, they leak, oh. She go still
replace it.
Replace. Na very
you
sweet
understand?
woman.
So as we get those very sweet one, like the same way where we say, oh Lord, you never get also go tell say no knock nail for my wall, and then you're wondering, what's that called? We dey live for the house, but you don't live for the house.
And those ones be say even the wall where the nail where you want knock for the wall, it go just enter. As you knock am,
the thing don't fall.
Now make they say make you don't knock the nail because they don't say the wall no strong.
Landlord go tell you say why you go park more than one car. My company don't park more than one car. So you can imagine.
No, we have them. We have some bunch.
So for some of them, the thing is, we can't take out God from everything that we do.
Exactly.
Yes.
When you rent an apartment, please pray that God directs you to the right. If you get trouble, some landlord, you go back. Go stay. One of my friend rent house. They have like 1 month into the house, she come and she say, babe, I won't go. I say,
1 month.
I say, why? She said, water they come up from the ground.
Ew.
Hey.
I say, hey. I say, how much you pay again? She
Like,
said, almost 2 million naira. A 2-bedroom apartment. I say, God. I say, so what you want to do now? Kitchen cabinets, everything they fall. And the landlord said, they tell them, don't touch my house, oh.
House when they leak.
When don't they fall? So how she walk on there? On top the house when they die. Landlord say they give them rules, say, don't touch my house. So how she walk on take do? She just did there. She say, now she they pray. Now every month she will tell me now say month 5 don't pass. I say my darling, they push out small.
Count down. Like,
You go reach. You go reach.
Count down.
Now so now as we get the good ones, now so we get the bad
Exactly.
ones. Now this brings me to the next question. I know say our Igbo woman for year don't tell us say now commercial property she like. No be residential before anything. Now commercial she go first do before residential. I beg Mr. Kelechi, out of residential, commercial and rental property, which one you go advise first time buyer? Say okay buy this property na it be the best for as a first time buyer or first time investor.
Okay, for us, what we normally do is, that's why we say we are realtors, because we consult with people. You fit get 10 million, or let's say for your mind now, you won't buy. You said rental,
Rental,
Residential,
commercial,
commercial.
and residential.
Residential.
now you want to buy, let's say a young, upwardly mobile guy, 20s or let's say early 30s, you want to buy property. There are questions I will sit down and ask you. It's not about just owning property. It's about what do you want to achieve
purpose.
with this property? In which area do you want this property? What's your budget? You understand? And also your own lifestyle again. Even your own plan for your life in the next 5 years. You understand? Because these things will help me look at you and say, okay, fine. Even though you have 50 million, for instance, that you saved over 10 years or whatever, it may not be quite perfect for you to buy a house of 48 million. I may now structure it in such a way that I can get you a 2-bedroom apartment and another 3-bedroom apartment. 2 different units. Why? Because you have told me that in the next 5 years you want to get married. So I'm looking at it that, okay, 4 years from now, we should be quitting the guy in the 2-bedroom. Because that's where you need to get started with you and your young wife.
That's true.
So by the 4th year, as you're planning your traditional and all that, we send out a quit notice. You are leaving. Why? Because you need to move in there. Or if it is not in the area where your job or your business is, oh fine, keep them. You can rent something else there and then use these monies to be augmented. Like she rightly said, that's what most of us do. I don't need you to know that I'm a landlord. What
true.
I need is cash flow. That's the name of the game. Cash flow. You know, some landlords, I was privileged to speak with somebody who lives in our popular VGC. Now you're doing a 6-bedroom standalone duplex, compound, massive. You're doing how much then? Was it 28 million per annum? No, 18 million, sorry, per annum. And I'm like, you pay gardeners to weed the grasses around. You pay whatever,
Service charge.
all the service
Yeah.
charges and all that. Meanwhile, guess what? It's only you and your wife.
That stays there.
The kids are in school. When they even come in, they don't stay. As at then, the lady said maximum they stay is 2 weeks. Even if the holidays are longer, they would normally go out, auntie house, uncle house, go reflex, young guys that are growing. And I'm like, Madam, you guys you have money to waste. Is your house? I understand. You're paying 18 million, I know. But can you move to something smaller? Or if you can even buy off this one from the owner, talk about a long, maybe 5 years payment plan or whatever.
Okay.
Buy it off. Go to something smaller. You need maximum a 2-bedroom. Okay, 3 at most. Now, the remaining money, invest it in apartments that will be bringing you money. These kids are still going to go abroad for their studies, according to what she said. So where are you going to? Are you still going to be relying on your small business or on your retirement? Is it retirement? What do they call that in after retirement? Pension.
Pension. Yes.
To train them abroad? Well, she was lucky. Her dollar wasn't what it is now. So, by the time we are done talking, they actually moved to Shongotodo, 2-bedroom apartment. A very beautiful place, though. And where they couldn't buy that one. But do you know that the 18 million, they were paying 1.something million in 2-bedroom in Shongotodo. Now, look at VGC, look at Shongotodo, less than 5 minutes drive.
Abi?
And the compound was far, far better. Still, you still had your service charges and all that, exclusive estate and stuff, Of course, tomorrow she keeps blessing me. Why did I say that? For somebody who wants to buy their first property, it's neither here nor there. I might encourage you to go for land, empty land.
I even think...
You understand? That would...
I even think personally, it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
I think before you even own your own personal house, you should have at least
Something
minimum of 7 to 10 commercial properties.
Bringing you money.
That's what I personally think.
Yes.
You shouldn't be in a hurry to own a personal house. I mean,
Yes.
all of these things that we see. It's
No,
the truth.
Liability.
No, but
Liability
the way
day.
they look at it is, this status thing. I got my house. I'm living in my house.
No. See,
My
listen.
house.
Arrive.
No,
I
see,
don't arrive. I
listen.
don't
If
get
you
house.
if you have these commercial properties scattered all around, I get elite bungalow, I get urban extension, I dey key into luxury villa. Hold on. If I get all of these ones and I dey pay rent for VGC, do you understand? In a year, my commercial property is probably giving me over 100 million.
Yes.
And I am paying 18-20 million.
Of course,
I am
it makes
still
sense.
swimming in some good money.
Makes some
Yes.
sense.
Do you understand? So we need to learn to be financially responsible.
Exactly.
You are not living your life to please anybody. You understand?
Period.
Right now, I have my business. Everything I sell, it's within this corridor. And then tomorrow you tell me because, for example, Festac is selling at 200 million, for example. And because I think I need to belong to the 1% of the 1%, then I
Then I'll
leave
go.
this is my arena, this is my area, this is where it fits me.
Yes.
This is the location that brings food to the
Yes.
table. Then you now tell because I want to belong to 1%, I will now carry my car, I carry my 2 left leg. Concert they go first. Where's that they go fine? So people need to live. First of all, live within your means. No
Yes.
pressure.
Exactly.
Yes.
You understand? Have as many commercial properties where you could fit get. Use them the Ogoma, they pay your rent in peace. This one a landlord. But na landlord tenants.
I be tenant too. I dey pay rent
landlord
too.
tenants. You understand? At the end of the day, now they look at, but at least he knows that there is something coming in from out. So there's no pressure. You understand? So for me, I would advise, if you have the money, if you have 50 million naira to buy your property, your first project shouldn't be your residential house. No,
Yes.
commercial. Invest in commercial. From there, you give your life soft
Some
landing.
ease, yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The remaining one, if you dey collect 50 million, 30 million as rent in a year, you use 5-10 million. You use 5-10 million pay rent. Me, I like vacation.
Abi.
I don't move. Back up.
Soft
Do you understand?
life.
This life where you don't know. See, now the one where you chop, now you carry.
Sorry
Yes.
to cut short, but minus even, the vacation thing is not even that you're trying to be mean. But you see, you will have cash flow. There are people like Nadia. This is November now, right?
Yes.
Let me talk for us because we run together. If we show you list of people we want to be a blessing to their lives this December now, that was like you asked her what was her motive, to join. For me, that was basically why I joined real estate, because I looked at it. What business again can give me the kind of money I want, the kind of cash flow I want? Excuse me. Like I always tell people, I say, if you've not invested in real estate, you've not invested in anything real.
Yes.
That's the only real thing that I know that can get you wealthy.
Yes.
Before you can buy real estate in November, and by January you are a billionaire. I'm not kidding. You are in 3 months, 90 days period, and then people will start calling you names. Of course, if you get here to listen to what they say.
Abi.
Now, part of what also drives us in that kind of is you look at people that you want to bless. There is hunger in the land, Nadia.
All right, I don't need anybody
Yes.
come here after this
No,
your
you
podcast.
must-
So
you must do.
come on,
People,
that
they
one, God,
hungry.
they tell you that one. Maybe
That's
they give.
true, people,
Come
they
on,
hungry.
no, people.
No, see the point, not be say they go call you. You already have them in mind. They don't need to call. When I don't need to call, say, bless me, give me.
For this,
There are
for
some
this one,
people-
where would they now?
No.
We hungry, more people. They go
there are some people you already have in mind that because you know what you spend on a daily, and you know their own earning capacity. So if you that is earning this, you're spending this, how much more somebody who is earning that? How are they surviving? You know? So those are part of the things that will make you why would I even go and be living in a 5-bedroom duplex? So that come to my house, my 5-bedroom duplex. No, that's nonsense. If I can invest in 2 apartments of 2-bedroom, and I am paying for my own 3-bedroom, and I still have in excess of 10 million, I can bring out 3 million, just 3, to be of help to people. Do you know that with 3 million, I can share for 500,000 to 6 people? My dear, anybody will get sense for this same economy, 500K, if you use them, you can turn over that 500K in 1 year. Minimum, you can turn it to 2 million. Bad as a bad. With all your daily expenses that you're running, you can turn it to 3 million. You understand? So these are the kind of things and what gives us joy is that tomorrow you see, Kayode, how now? How's your business? Sir, thank you very much. You know that 1 million you gave me. See, meanwhile, that's the same 1 million I would have used to be doing. Come to my duplex, I'm living, So when some people see that, maybe some of us who are living our lives, quote and unquote, the small way they try and enjoy, it doesn't mean that we are wasteful. No. These are the kind of things we have done to position ourselves so that the cash flow will be coming. So that you will also be able to put smiles on these people's faces. My dear, real estate sweet, any amount you have, that's the beauty of real estate. Any amount you have, especially with AY Homes. We are saying this because we have been with AY Homes for quite some time now.
From inception.
So we can tell, we can give you the trajectory where we started from and how we started growing and then how we got to where we are now. So it's needful that people should understand when to do this big boy. Do you know that even the big boys self, they know they even do the big boy again?
That's so.
Billionaire will enter here now, he will wear t-shirt and jean. Because he doesn't want you to know that he has the billions. Now we will see they look for 10,000, 20,000.
Urgent 20.
Urgent 20.
We they do dress to kill.
Now we see they go borrow clothes wear.
My pastor will say, if you see the dress to impress anybody, never reach them.
You never learn.
That's so. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't hear from our Odogo and our Odogres. We have now come to the end of this show. When a company is growing, it means saying knowledgeable people, wise people, they that company. And these are the people that started with us, and now we are here. The company keeps growing thanks to these people. And I know from this show, you don't get something. You don't get 1 or 2 information. You don't get the kind of property where you supposed invest in and the type where you not supposed invest in for now. If you want marry, if you don't marry, if you don't get pikin, all the kind of property where you supposed to invest in, you don't know them already. Remember, for enquiries about that our Magodo property, AY Homes Luxury Villa, where we just talked to you about, the number dey your screen. May you call us, contact us for our inspection, for our location. The numbers dey your screen. So we are always here for you. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time, next Sunday, 7 p.m.